This video is on foreign exchange swaps or FX swaps. Let's use the following market data again. The euro-dollar rate is 1.25, the euro interest rate is 0.5%, dollar interest rate 2.5%, the basis is 180 over 360. And we know that the forward price is 126.25. The difference between the forward rate and the spot rate is known as swap points. And in our example, our forward price is 126.25, the spot exchange is 125, so the difference between the two is 0.0125. So swap points are 125 pips, and a pip here represents 1/10,000th of a second currency. The points are positive as the forward price is higher than the spot rate because the euro rates are lower than the dollar rates. So we can say that the euro is at a premium to the dollar. And if we look at the opposite situation, where the forward price is lower than the spot price, then the euro is said to be at a discount to the dollar. And if this happens, then the swap points will be negative. The euro is at a discount when dollar rates are higher than euro rates. So what exactly is a foreign exchange swap? An FX swap is a simultaneous double currency transaction. One transaction is spot, where you buy or sell a certain amount of a currency, and the other transaction is a forward transaction for the same amount but in the other direction, selling where you were buying and vice versa. But both transactions are with the same counterparty. The counterparty buying spot and selling forward is doing a buy-sell, and the counterparty who buys forward and sells spot is doing a sell-buy. According to the calculation of the forward prices that we've done before, we can see that one currency is at a premium to another currency if its interest rate is lower than that of the other currency. Now, when traders do an FX swap, they only deal in swap points. And it's only later that the detail of the two legs are unfolded. So in our example, they'll deal the level of 125 pips on the FX swap, and the two levels of the two legs, 125 and 126.25 in our case, will be outlined by the two middle offices. An FX swap makes it possible to obtain foreign currency immediately and then resell it at a negotiated rate when the contract is put in place at the expiry of the swap. Let's take the example of a European investor that has liquidity in euros but wants to invest these funds in US markets. For example, the European investor wants to buy US money market securities with a maturity of 6 months. The European investor needs to sell his euro funds today to buy dollars. On the other hand, at the end of the repayment of the American securities, he'll be long dollars, and he'll need to hedge this long forward dollar position if he can't take any currency risk. So our investor needs to sell his euros spot and buy them back at the maturity of the security. They therefore need a sell-buy swap. So in summary, the characteristics of a foreign exchange swap are the spot leg, which has the characteristics of a spot exchange, and you need to know the base currency, if it's a buy or a sell, the quote currency, the amount in the base currency, the spot price, and the value date, which is the trading date plus 2 business days. The forward leg has its characteristics deduced from the spot operation. The currency purchased is the currency sold from the first leg. The currency sold is the currency bought from the first leg. The amount expressed is the base currency, and that's the same. The value date is the date on which the reverse exchange will occur. And the forward price is the spot price plus the swap points. FX swaps are dealt far more often than outright forwards. And for the sake of convenience and back-office processing, outright forward transactions are recorded as a spot transaction combined with an FX swap. A forward purchase is recorded as a spot purchase and a sell-buy swap.